So, one of the major issues affecting development in Africa overall, okay, is leadership. Okay, so first, I saw on your LinkedIn page about a transformational leader. Okay, so I want you to talk about that. Okay, give examples and link it directly to leadership in education.
Okay. Crikey. I describe myself as a transformational leader. And one of the reasons I think I do that is because the way in which I lead is to try to change the mindset. I think that's what transformational leadership is about. It's about somebody who is entering into an organization or entering into a culture and changing the mindset in that organization with regards to how to achieve the goals. And how the people within the organization perceive what we need to do and how, right? So let me give an example. The way in which I lead here in my schools in Cairo is transformational because it goes against the grain of what leadership is supposed to be. I've started something. It will be very difficult for other leaders who follow me to go back on it now. But people, for example, are used to being able to tell me if they think I'm wrong. That is not something which existed before. It's not. Yeah. It's not part of the culture here. It is. You know. It's when you are in charge. The idea is that you have this big desk, and everyone should speak to you in a certain manner. And you make all the decisions, and you can effectively dictate the direction, the goals, the
outcomes, everything,
the priorities, everything,
right? Everything.
And what I tried to do when I came along is to say, right, first of all, we, not me, we are doing this as a team, and I need everybody to be on board here. And that means, number one, that we need to build a vision. I might be responsible for that vision, and I have my vision, but I can't implement that vision without you. So the first thing that needs to happen is I need buy-in from you as leaders, which means that you need the ability to tell me when I need to explain something, when you think it's wrong, what your ideas are. And I remember one time being told by HR that I was a little bit soft because they felt that people in school liked me and felt that they weren't afraid of me. And this was, you know, and I remember I was, if I'm honest, I was a little bit hurt by that comment, because what it translated to me was that they were questioning how good I was as a leader, and I wanted to be a good leader. So I was beginning to ask myself, was my strategy working within this setting, within this environment, within this culture, within the traditions here, in this country, in my city, in my school? But I stuck to it. And actually, this is what we talk about when we say transformation. We talk about changing the mindset of people. Over time, they have begun to realize that it wasn't that I was being nice, is that I was trying to create a certain environment, an environment which is not run by fear, but rather is run by shared goals and a vision and a loyalty towards those goals. That can't happen if you're afraid to speak. If you think what we're doing is not going to take us where we all want to go, and you are afraid to say it, you are a hindrance to the journey. You're not helping in the journey. So the first thing I had to do was smash that amongst the people that I work with. My door is open. And when I say open, I mean literally it's open. Kids walk in. I can be in meetings with parents sometimes who are coming to the school, and then all of a sudden there'll be a knock on the door. And the door is open anyway, so they can see the person standing. And it's a little kid, you know, it's a grade 4 kid or a grade 3 kid. And, you know, and I look at them and straight away they say, Mr. Welbeck, I need to talk to you. And this happened and that. And I go, hey, look, I'm in a meeting. Right?
Yeah.
And the parents
Ali,
are shocked.
It's Ali again.
Right. It's the Ali issue, right. Parents are shocked. They're shocked. They can't believe that this kid has the audacity to come to the academic director's office. Why not? Why not? Isn't the child, the learner, the focus of everything that we do at school? So why are we so shocked that the learner, the focus, the person we say this is all about, why are we so shocked that that person will feel empowered enough to come along and say, look, there's something I want to discuss? My
father would love this episode.
You know what? Let's chat with him. Why don't you bring him on?
Nah, not today.
No, because it sounds like I would love to talk to him as well.
You sound just like my father. Yeah. See,
he's an educator.
Yeah, he's an educator.
Yeah.
Okay. You sound like my father. See, I will tell you something about my father.
Go on.
I get angry at him a lot. Okay. But yet, even when I'm angry with him, I can never stop talking to him.
Okay.
That will tell you something. Okay. I get angry at him, but I can never stop talking with him.
Right.
See, some days ago, we spent 2 hours on WhatsApp talking. My father now is 77. So,
okay.
Yeah, he's retired, but then we talk all the time. You know, and good. he's still an educator first and foremost.
Right.
You know,
that will never change within him. And you know what? I'm going to take a stab in the dark here. Okay. Right. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why you never stop talking to him.
Yes.
Because he inspires you.
Oh yeah.
This is what it's about.
Yes.
Right? Your father is an educator and he's a leader. He inspires you. And that is another part of what this transformational leadership is about. You see, when you do take the risk to come into an environment and say, we're not reaching our goals this way, here's what we need to do. And you give people voice, you give people opportunity, you support them, you do all of these things as a leader, you begin to transform the culture and the mindset.
Yeah.
And you inspire people to want to do better. And that is really what it's all about. Let me tell you a little story, right? I think Africa has a major "do you know who I am" problem.
Oh yeah,
right? We're talking about Africa. We're talking about leadership. Africa has a "do you know who I am" problem, right? Mm-hmm. In the professional sphere, and probably in an outer society as well. But I don't live in Black Africa. Like I said, I live in North Africa.
Yeah.
So I can't comment in terms of society. I don't live there, but. And I never have lived there. So
well, I will tell you, yes, we do have.
It's true, is it?
Yes. At least in Nigeria, yes, we do have it.
It's the same in Ghana. You know, same in Ghana. I visit Ghana, like I said, and I see that around. Now, I once got a call, years and years ago. I got a call from my office. Please, can I come down to the reception because there's a parent there who's really, really angry. I went down and I assumed it was going to be one of our existing parents. It wasn't. It was somebody who had come into the school unannounced. He wanted information, and this was to do with admissions and the possibility of his kids coming to see us. Now, remember, we're a private international school.
Yeah.
So he's effectively is a client, right? We're a business. At the end of the day, this is a client. So now this becomes a priority for me. Is to ensure that we are servicing potential clients well. I can't go to the board and tell them we're doing anything other than that. So I spoke to him. Hello, so tried to find out what's wrong. He was extremely upset, and he was pointing most of his anger at a lady who is what we call the PLO. She's the parent liaison officer. Right? Okay, nothing to do with Palestine. She's the parent liaison officer. And her job is to she's the manager of the front office as well, and she handles the admissions.
Yeah.
So I went to see her, and I look, what's wrong? What's going on? Why is this guy so upset? She's really good with people. This is her job, right? She's really good with people, and she was nearly in tears. He'd insulted her. He had been very brash and rude in the way in which he'd spoken. and he'd only come there for information. I mean, we owed him nothing. And I know this lady, for her to be in that sort of state meant that this guy has done something. So she followed me out. We went back from her office back into the reception, and I went and I apologized to the guy while she was standing there. But I also said, look, I've just been told that you have done this and this and you're acting in this way. Is that true? And his answer was kind of, yeah, well, she didn't treat me right. And I said to him, look, I'm sorry. All right. Sorry, sir. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. Because he told me you don't know who I am. That phrase came out. I don't know who you are, but I know her. I know her. She's a woman that has put her kids aside to be here on many occasions. She's a woman that stays behind until the work is done. She's a woman that has stood beside me in the decision-making that has allowed this environment to prosper and to become better. So I know her, but I don't know you. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. He was furious, and he ended up leaving, spouting some names that I think are supposed to be important for who I didn't know who those people were. And even at the end of it, she said to me, you know, Mr. Welbeck, he mentioned so-and-so and this person and that person, you know, you sure you should have, treated him that way? And I didn't treat him badly. I just refused to take his nonsense and put that in front of looking after my existing staff. And I said to her, I don't care who he knows, to be quite frank. I know you, and I know how important you are to this organization.
Yeah.
He can go find another school. She's still with me. This was years ago. She's still with me. She's still one of my most loyal employees. She's somebody that I love dearly, somebody that I admire dearly, and I respect dearly. And our organization is 200% better because of her being there. And I know that she will carry that with her for a very long time. This is what we talk about. We talk about transformation. I get the best out of her now because she has a loyalty towards the goals which we've set. And this is what I mean when I talk about
now. Listen to yourself. You don't say they will be loyal to you. You say they will be loyal to the vision and the goals.
Absolutely.
Very, very different and very, very important.
And said purposefully, it's not about me. I'm a leader, but my job is to support, to inspire, to motivate, to encourage. I'm a servant. I am a servant.
Very good.
I'm there for everyone else to lean on. That's what leadership is about. I'm there to lean on in everything. I'm not talking about when they're down and sad. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about to lean on when they need the help. I'm talking about to inspire them to be better. I'm talking about to be a role model to them. I'm talking about somebody that they can bounce ideas off, that they can make mistakes with and be told, it's okay. Do you know what I mean? This is what it's about. Now, what I find in Africa, when we go back to Africa again, is that when I look at, and I don't know them well, I'm not that well versed in African politics. I'm not going to dare go into that in depth because I'll be caught out. I know where my knowledge is and where it isn't, right? But I have perceptions, and I, as far as I'm concerned, perceptions to a degree are valid because when I talk to other people, the perceptions are still there. When it comes to leadership in Africa, this is what we lack. This idea that you are a servant to the people, we lack this. African leadership, whether it's in the professional sphere or when it comes to the political sphere, is plagued by having leaders who consider that seat as something which belongs to them. It isn't yours. The seat belongs to the people. You have the opportunity to serve the people from that seat. And instead, what you're doing is you are using that seat, that position, for your own gain and your own benefit. And until that changes, we're gonna have issues.
Wow. See, you just talked about what one of my earlier guests, Abel Ejiofor, talked about servant leadership.
Okay.
We need that very much. We need that very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.